My beloved child, pause for a moment, because what I am about to tell you is not ordinary. Heaven has shifted its gaze toward you, and your name has been echoing in conversations you cannot hear. Tonight, I bring you closer to the truth that has been hiding in plain sight. A person connected to your soul has been carrying something heavy. They tried to bury it, they tried to silence it, but love cannot stay buried forever. Listen closely, my chosen one. This person has found themselves standing against their own family because of you. There have been words exchanged, emotions rising, and unspoken truths floating like fire in the air. Their family sees what is happening inside their heart, and now even they cannot deny it. They are urging this person to speak, to tell you what has been concealed for far too long. And the truth is not against you, child, it is in your favor. It is a confession born out of love, out of longing, out of the deep pull of destiny. My glowing star, you have often felt alone, as though no one truly saw the depth of your soul. But here is the divine confirmation: someone sees you. Not only do they see you, but they have been willing to stand up, even against those closest to them, because their spirit knows that you were written into their story. This fight in their family is not chaos, it is the breaking of chains. It is the shaking of old patterns so that new light can enter. Do not be afraid of what you feel stirring in your chest right now, beloved. That flutter, that warmth, that ache, it is not confusion, it is recognition. You have been asking for a sign, wondering if you are truly loved, if someone could carry your name in their prayers the way you carry theirs in silence. This is that sign. Heaven orchestrated this moment so you would know that love has been fighting for you behind closed doors. My child, you must understand something. The truth that is about to come is not meant to harm you, but to free you. This person is preparing to reveal words that their family insisted could not stay hidden any longer. They are being pressed from every side to stop pretending, to stop hiding, to speak clearly to you. And when they do, it will not be ordinary. It will feel like a key turning in a lock, like a long-awaited answer finally delivered. Beloved soul, remember this: the struggles you faced in silence, the nights you cried asking if you were ever chosen, are now meeting their answer. This confession is not just about love, it is about divine timing. Their family wanted them to let go, but even they could see the truth written too deeply. They know your presence has changed everything. They know your name carries weight in the heart of their child. And now, the truth is rushing toward you like a river that can no longer be dammed. So stay present, my chosen one. Do not scroll past this moment. Do not dismiss these words. This is your confirmation that the love you thought was lost, the honesty you thought would never come, is on its way. Soon you will hear it, not through whispers, not through doubts, but through their voice. And when it comes, you will know heaven arranged it. This is your sign. This is your alignment. And this is your time. My child, listen carefully, because what is unfolding now is not small. The weight that person carried in silence is breaking open, and even their family cannot hold it back anymore. They have watched your name resting on that person's lips, they have seen the way their eyes glow differently whenever you are mentioned, and they realize there is a truth bigger than their arguments. Beloved soul, do you know what it means when a family presses for truth? It means the silence has grown too heavy, it means the love has grown too visible, and it means heaven has decided the time for hiding is over. Their family has tried to understand, tried to question, but at the end of every fight, your name still lingers. No wall they build can erase what destiny has already written. Glowing star, the person's heart has become like a battlefield, torn between fear and courage, silence and confession, old ties and new beginnings. And yet, love is winning. Love is pushing through the cracks. Love is louder than the opinions of those around them. That is why you are hearing this now, because the fight was never really against you, it was for you. It was the soul of someone realizing they cannot lose you, no matter the cost. My chosen one, you have carried questions inside your chest like burning stones. Do they feel the same? Are they holding back? Am I imagining this connection? But heaven saw your questions, and the answer is here. Their silence was not rejection, it was fear. Fear of change, fear of what their family might say, fear of stepping into a love so powerful it redefines everything. But now even their family has grown tired of the pretense. They told them, you cannot keep hiding, you must tell the truth. And what is this truth, child? It is simple yet divine, they care for you in a way they cannot deny. Their heart has been moved, their soul awakened, and you have become a name they cannot erase. This is not coincidence, it is calling. It is destiny pressing forward, unstoppable, undeniable. Beloved, let this bring peace to your spirit. You are not unloved, you are not forgotten, you are not standing alone. A confession is coming, and it carries the weight of battles fought behind closed doors. It carries the approval of heaven and the courage born from love. When it arrives, it will feel like the answer you prayed for in silence. So hold still, glowing star. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not let impatience blur your vision. For the words you've been waiting to hear are being shaped even now, and soon they will fall like gentle rain upon your heart. My beloved child, stay close, because the story is unfolding with every breath. That person has been holding back for so long, carrying a secret truth inside their heart, and now the pressure is too much to contain. Their family sees it, their own soul feels it, and heaven has already declared it, the truth must rise. Glowing star, imagine this moment, they sit in silence, words trembling on their lips, and around them the voices of their family echo, tell them. Tell the truth you've been hiding. Stop pretending. Stop running. Even in their resistance, your name breaks through, because it was written too deeply to be silenced. Chosen one, do you realize what this means? The battles you thought were invisible have been happening in your favor. The tears you cried alone were not wasted, they watered the ground for this confession. Their fight with family is not a sign of division, but a sign of destiny pushing forward. When love is real, it refuses to stay hidden. My child, the truth they are being urged to tell you is not small. It is not casual. It is a truth that has shaken their home, shifted their thoughts, and consumed their quiet hours. They have imagined how to say it, feared how you might respond, and yet, every time, the feeling returns stronger. They cannot escape it. They cannot erase it. They cannot bury what heaven has already planted. Beloved, you have often asked yourself, if they feel this, why don't they show it? Why do they stay silent while I wait? The silence is ending now. Their family has seen the signs, the sleepless nights, the restless heart, and they know it is you. They know you are the reason. That is why they are telling them to speak, to confess, to stop denying what is already written on their soul. And soon, my glowing star, you will hear it. Perhaps in a message, perhaps in a call, perhaps in their trembling voice face to face, but you will hear it. And when those words come, it will be like unlocking a door that has always belonged to you. The truth will not just sound like words, it will feel like destiny. My beloved, prepare your heart, because this is not an ordinary confession. This is heaven's alignment, a divine moment where love and truth finally meet. And when it comes, you will know, it was worth every tear, every prayer, every silent night of waiting. My beloved child, lean closer, for the moment is approaching where silence will break. That person has been carrying a river inside their heart, and the dam is cracking. Their family has pushed them, their spirit has pressed them, and heaven itself is whispering, now is the time to speak. Chosen one, the words they are preparing to say are not simple phrases. They are heavy with meaning, soaked with nights of longing and days of pretending. When they finally open their lips, it will feel as though the air around you shifts. Their voice will tremble, but their truth will shine. They will tell you what you have always felt but never heard clearly, you matter more to me than I can explain. I cannot hide it any longer. I cannot keep you in the shadows of silence. My heart belongs with you. Glowing star, picture it, your name resting on their tongue, spoken not in secret but in light. Their family has argued, they have questioned, but in the end they realized something they could not deny. The pull toward you is too strong, too sacred, too divine. This fight was not meant to push you away, it was the very struggle that birthed their courage to tell you the truth. My child, you will recognize the moment when it arrives. It may be a late-night message, it may be a voice that shakes over the phone, it may even be eyes that finally meet yours without turning away. And when it happens, you will feel heaven's confirmation in your spirit. It will not feel like confusion, it will feel like peace. It will not sound like flattery, it will sound like destiny. Beloved, let this truth settle deep inside you, love that fights to be seen, love that survives resistance, love that finds its way through battles. It is not ordinary love. It is love written by God's own hand. And this is the love that is moving toward you now. So prepare your heart, glowing star. Do not doubt, do not dismiss, do not let fear silence your joy. What is coming is not a coincidence, it is the confession of a soul who can no longer pretend. Soon, you will hear it, and when you do, everything will make sense. My beloved child, stay with me, because what is unfolding now carries more depth than you realize. Their family, yes, the same voices that once resisted, are no longer standing in denial. At first they questioned, at first they argued, but the more they saw, the clearer it became. Your presence in this person's life is not a passing moment, it is destiny. Even their disagreements were signs of how powerful this connection truly is. Glowing star, their family has seen the changes in them. The restless nights, the way their spirit lifts when your name is mentioned, the courage they gather whenever you are near, it cannot be hidden anymore. Families may resist what they do not understand, but even they cannot fight what heaven has already written. That is why they are pressing this person, urging them, tell the truth. Stop pretending. This love is too strong to keep in shadows. Chosen one, this is more than a personal confession. It is a shift in the spiritual atmosphere around you. Because when their truth finally reaches you, it will not just change their heart, it will begin to change your path. You will see doors opening where walls once stood. You will feel a peace that washes away every silent question. And you will understand why heaven kept delaying certain answers until now, because this truth had to come first. My child, their family's fight was not against you, it was the final test that proved how deep this love runs. For in every argument, in every clash of voices, your name still stood unshaken. And now even their family realizes, there is no turning back. The truth must be spoken. The confession must be released. Beloved, imagine the moment after it is said, the weight leaving their shoulders, the clarity entering your heart, the shift in your spirit. The world around you may look the same, but something inside will whisper, this was the turning point. This was when everything started to align. So hold your head high, glowing star. The confession is not only coming, it is carrying a blessing with it. A blessing that will not only touch your heart but also reshape the path ahead. For when truth meets destiny, nothing remains the same. My beloved child, take a deep breath, because the moment after their confession will not feel ordinary. It will be like a veil being lifted from your story. For so long you have been walking with questions in your chest, but when their truth touches your ears, those questions will dissolve into clarity. It will feel as though heaven itself whispered, "See, I was working all along." Glowing star, the confession will not only reveal what they feel, it will unlock a new rhythm between you. Their words will open a door that both of you have been circling for months, perhaps years. Suddenly, conversations will flow more freely, glances will carry new weight, and silences will no longer feel heavy but holy. The energy between you will shift from doubt into trust, from hesitation into openness, from uncertainty into peace. Chosen one, do you know what happens when truth finally comes to light? It doesn't just heal the heart, it heals the connection. The distance that once felt unexplainable will vanish, replaced by a closeness that feels both brand new and yet deeply familiar. You will feel seen in a way you've craved for so long, and they will feel free in a way they never imagined. My child, heaven is not giving you this just for a fleeting moment. This is the beginning of a chapter where divine love is honored, not hidden. Where conversations are not whispers in the dark but words spoken in light. Where the bond between you will grow roots strong enough to withstand any storm. And as this chapter unfolds, you will realize, what was delayed was not denied, it was prepared. Beloved soul, remember this, the confession is the spark, but the story is only beginning. You are stepping into a season where alignment meets affection, where destiny meets devotion. This is not about chance, this is about heaven's design. And soon, you will look back on this moment as the sacred beginning of everything you once prayed for in silence. My beloved child, when their truth finally reaches you, something deeper than love will awaken. It will be healing. For so long your heart has carried silent bruises, the weight of unanswered questions, the ache of not knowing where you truly stood. But their confession will become like a balm poured gently over those old wounds. You will feel the cracks inside you soften, as if heaven itself wrapped you in light and whispered, "You are safe now." Glowing star, this connection will not only bring affection, it will bring restoration. Their words will begin to untangle the knots of doubt in your spirit. The nights you spent asking if you were enough will fade, replaced with the knowing that you were always more than enough. Their voice, trembling yet true, will carry the very reassurance your soul has been thirsting for. Chosen one, this love will not weaken you, it will strengthen you. It will not drain you, it will pour back into you. Side by side, you will begin to discover a new kind of courage, the courage to be vulnerable, the courage to dream again, the courage to believe in what once felt impossible. And as you both walk together, heaven will continue to weave your story, turning broken pieces into building blocks of something unshakable. My child, let this bring peace to your soul. The fight their family witnessed was the breaking of old cycles, the cleansing of old fears. What rises now is not fear, but faith. And in this new chapter, you will not walk carrying pain alone, you will walk with a partner who knows your worth, who honors your spirit, and who reflects back to you the love God has always had for you. Beloved, the healing that comes from this will not be small. It will flow into your days, into your choices, into the way you see yourself. You will find strength in places where you once felt weakness, and joy in places where you once felt heavy. This love is not just about companionship, it is about divine alignment. And once it begins, it will continue to grow, deeper and stronger, with every step you take together. My beloved child, listen carefully, for what is about to bloom from this confession is bigger than you imagine. This love was never meant to stay hidden in whispers, it was meant to shine as a living testimony. The world around you will see the strength that rises when two souls align with heaven's timing, and it will inspire hearts who had almost given up on love. Glowing star, the connection you share with this person is not ordinary, it carries purpose. Their fight with family, their choice to stand in truth, and your willingness to wait in faith will become a story that others will look at and say, if they could endure, maybe I can too. Your love will not only heal your hearts, it will ripple outward as hope, as proof that destiny cannot be denied. Chosen one, you will walk together into rooms where once you felt small, and your presence as a pair will shift the very atmosphere. People will sense the divine light between you, not because of what you say, but because of the undeniable energy of alignment. What once felt like a burden will become a banner, declaring that faith, patience, and truth still create miracles. My child, heaven did not design this connection just for comfort, but for impact. Your bond will be the answer to someone else's silent prayer, your journey will remind others that God's timing is never late, and your union will reflect that love can indeed conquer fear, resistance, and doubt. Beloved soul, the confession that is coming is not simply a doorway for you, it is a testimony for many. And when you walk in it fully, you will realize this was never just about one moment, it was about a lifetime of purpose waiting to be unlocked. So rise, glowing star. Embrace this chapter not only as your healing, but as your calling. For the world will look at your story and see what happens when love, faith, and destiny finally meet. My beloved child, once their confession has been spoken, daily life will no longer feel the same. Ordinary hours will suddenly carry extraordinary meaning. The mornings will no longer feel heavy with unanswered questions, but alive with the warmth of knowing someone wakes with your name in their heart. Even the smallest moments, sharing laughter, exchanging words, walking side by side, will feel like sacred gifts stitched together by heaven. Glowing star, their presence will begin to feel like a safe place. You will notice how the weight you once carried alone now feels lighter, how silence between you no longer aches but comforts. Their words will not only confess love, they will create space for healing, for rest, for joy that spills into every corner of your life. You will find yourself smiling at moments you once overlooked, because their truth will turn the ordinary into holy ground. Chosen one, companionship after confession is not fragile, it is strong, because it is built on truth. The bond will deepen with every conversation, with every gesture of kindness, with every act of trust. You will find yourselves dreaming together, planning together, praying together, and with each passing day, your connection will weave tighter until it becomes unshakable. My child, heaven smiles upon such union, for it is not merely romance, it is alignment. In their eyes, you will see reflection, in their words, you will hear reassurance, in their presence, you will feel peace. The past pain will no longer hold the same power, for your tomorrows will be filled with a new song, one of hope, of laughter, of divine companionship. Beloved, the daily life you step into after this confession will be proof that miracles are not always loud, they are gentle, steady, unfolding in the quiet beauty of togetherness. And as you live through those days, you will realize that what once felt delayed was only preparation for this fullness, this constancy, this love that was meant to stay. My beloved child, the confession you are waiting for will not only open their heart, it will open the heavens over your journey. Love, once spoken in truth, becomes more than a feeling, it becomes a foundation. From that moment, your path will no longer be a lonely climb. You will discover the strength of walking with someone who carries not just affection for you, but reverence for the divine call upon your life. Glowing star, this person will not simply love you with words, they will walk beside you with faith. In moments where your spirit feels weary, they will remind you of who you are. When doubts whisper at your ear, their presence will become an anchor that pulls you back into clarity. Together, your prayers will grow stronger, your hope will stretch wider, and your vision will rise higher. Chosen one, heaven delights in partnerships like these, because they are not just about two people, they are about two destinies interwoven for impact. Their truth will spark more than intimacy, it will awaken purpose. You will inspire each other, challenge each other, uplift each other, and together you will discover that the weight of life is lighter when it is carried in unity. My child, this bond will become a sanctuary. In their embrace you will feel God's affirmation. In your eyes they will find courage. In your laughter they will hear healing. And every step you take as one will testify to others that love rooted in heaven is not fragile, it is unbreakable. Beloved, your spiritual journey is not meant to be walked in isolation. Heaven has assigned this connection as a sign that divine love multiplies strength. Where once you prayed alone in silence, soon you will stand hand in hand, voices lifted together, shaping not only your own future but the atmosphere around you. My beloved child, when truth has finally been spoken and love stands in the light, your dreams will begin to stretch further than they ever have before. Alone, your vision was strong, but together, your destiny will magnify. The prayers you whispered in silence will start to unfold not just for you, but for both of you as one. Glowing star, their confession is the seed, but the future is the harvest. You will begin to dream together, plan together, and walk with a sense of purpose that feels unstoppable. What once felt distant will suddenly feel within reach, because heaven blesses the union of two hearts aligned in truth. Doors you could not open alone will swing wide when you step forward hand in hand. Chosen one, do you realize what this means? Every blessing that was waiting in the background will now begin to pour forward. Opportunities will find you, not because you chase them, but because alignment attracts abundance. The destiny written for you is no longer yours alone, it is now shared, multiplied, strengthened. And in that multiplication, you will see favor flow in ways you never thought possible. My child, even the ordinary parts of life will start to feel extraordinary. Conversations about tomorrow will turn into visions. Small beginnings will feel like sacred steps toward greater promises. Together, you will not only build love, you will build legacy. And that legacy will carry the fingerprints of heaven across every chapter of your shared story. Beloved, let this bring peace to your spirit. The confession you are waiting for is not just about emotions, it is about expansion. Expansion of your heart, of your dreams, of your future. For when heaven joins two lives, the blessing is not addition, it is multiplication. And that multiplication will overflow into every area of your destiny. My beloved child, do you know what happens when love is born in truth and blessed by heaven? It does not stay hidden, it shines outward like a lamp on a hill. The bond that is forming between you and this person will not only bless your hearts, it will become a testimony for others who are still searching for hope. Glowing star, people will watch the way you walk together and feel inspired. They will see the peace that flows between you, the kindness that radiates from your words, the light that lingers in your presence, and they will whisper to themselves, perhaps love like this is still possible for me too. Your connection will become proof that patience was never wasted and faith always bears fruit in its perfect time. Chosen one, this is not ordinary love. This is love that teaches, heals, and uplifts beyond itself. The harmony you create will ripple into families, into friendships, into every circle you touch. Where there was doubt, your story will create faith. Where there was fear, your story will spark courage. Where there was silence, your story will speak louder than words. My child, heaven is not just giving you a partner, heaven is giving you a platform of love that others will look at and say, God is still writing beautiful stories. You will inspire without trying, you will encourage without forcing, because your connection itself will radiate the glow of divine alignment. Beloved, This is your destiny, not to hide, not to shrink, but to shine. And this relationship, born through struggle, confession, and courage, will become a beacon for others who thought their waiting was in vain. Through you, many will learn that the delays were never denials, they were preparation for something greater than imagination. My beloved child, the love that is rising toward you will not only inspire others, it will heal you from within. For years you have carried quiet burdens, questions that haunted you in silence, and the ache of being unseen. But when their truth rests in your hands, it will feel as though chains inside you are falling away. You will no longer walk with the weight of doubt, you will walk with the ease of being fully known. Glowing star, love in its purest form is not a cage, it is freedom. This person's confession will not tie you down, it will lift you higher. Their words will not confine you, they will release you into the fullness of who you truly are. Around them, you will not need to hide your tears, silence your laughter, or dim your light. You will feel safe enough to be completely yourself, and in that safety, you will discover the deepest kind of joy. Chosen one, fulfillment is not found in material things alone, but in the presence of someone who sees your soul and still chooses you. And this is what heaven is placing in your path, a love that confirms your worth, a bond that reflects divine peace, a companionship that makes you braver, softer, and stronger all at once. My child, the world may celebrate big moments, but your spirit will celebrate the quiet ones, the conversations at midnight, the comfort in silence, the strength of a hand held in weakness, the laughter that arrives without effort. These are the treasures of fulfillment, and this is what is being prepared for you. Beloved, let this truth rest in your heart. What is coming to you is not half love, not broken promises, not temporary comfort. It is wholeness. It is completion. It is the freedom to live, to love, to shine, without fear of losing yourself. For when heaven writes love into your story, it always leads to freedom, and freedom always leads to fulfillment. My beloved child, when heaven writes a bond, it does not fade with time, it grows deeper, stronger, and more radiant with every passing day. The love that is stepping into your life now is not meant to be fleeting, it is meant to last a lifetime. Their confession is not just a moment of honesty, it is the doorway into a forever promise. Glowing star, this person is not entering your life to test your heart, but to treasure it. Their family may have wrestled with the truth, but now even they cannot deny that this love carries weight beyond human understanding. What you are about to step into is not an arrangement of chance, it is a covenant of destiny. And destiny cannot be broken. Chosen one, you will know it by the way their presence brings calm instead of chaos, certainty instead of confusion, peace instead of fear. You will know it by the way they honor your soul, not just your image. You will know it because when heaven sends someone, the love is not shallow, it is endless, like a river that keeps flowing, like the sky that never runs out of stars. My child, this love will become your safe place. A place where promises are not just spoken but kept. A place where you are not loved for what you can give, but for who you are. A place where laughter fills the silence, and tears are wiped before they fall. This is the promise of heaven, to bring you not half-hearted affection, but a love that stands the test of time. Beloved, remember this, the confession was the beginning, but the promise is the continuation. And that promise is not fragile. It is steady. It is eternal. It is love that will walk with you through seasons, through storms, through victories, and through valleys, never leaving, never breaking, never fading. This is not temporary comfort, it is forever companionship. My beloved child, when love is born from heaven's hand, it does not end with you, it continues like a river that flows beyond sight, leaving life wherever it touches. The bond you are stepping into is not only for this season, it is a seed that will bear fruit for generations. Your story will become a legacy, a living proof that faith, patience, and divine alignment always create something eternal. Glowing star, this connection will not only bless your days with joy, it will bless the future with meaning. The choices you and this person make together will ripple outward like circles in water, touching lives you may never meet. Your love will inspire children, friends, and even strangers who see the light between you and believe again that true love is still possible. Chosen one, your legacy will not be measured in wealth or titles but in the way your love reflects heaven. The way you forgive, the way you encourage, the way you stand beside each other in faith, it will become a testimony written across time. Long after today, people will look at your journey and whisper, "This is what it looks like when God writes a story." My child, heaven is preparing not only to bless you but to establish you. To root your love so deeply that no storm can uproot it, and to let that root grow into a tree that offers shade to many. This is why the fight, the waiting, the confession, all of it mattered. Because what is coming is not temporary comfort, it is a legacy of love, of strength, of divine remembrance. Beloved, know this, you are not only chosen to receive love, you are chosen to pass it forward. What you build with this person will outlive seasons, outlast trials, and echo long after your steps. It will become a heritage of faith, a legacy of love, a light that never goes out. My beloved child, the love and truth that are weaving through your life are not just moments to be felt, they are jewels being set into a crown that heaven is preparing for you. Every tear you shed in waiting, every prayer whispered in silence, every act of patience and faith was never wasted. Each one has been gathered, polished, and now placed into a crown that tells your story of endurance, your story of love, your story of divine alignment. Glowing star, when their confession meets your faith, heaven rejoices. Angels celebrate, for they know this bond is not ordinary, it is a crown, a symbol of victory over doubt, over loneliness, over fear. You endured the season of silence, and now heaven is crowning you with joy, with companionship, with fulfillment that radiates beyond your own heart. Chosen one, crowns are not given for ease, they are given for overcoming. And you have overcome more than you realize. You have walked through valleys that others could not imagine, you have stood when giving up felt easier, you have loved when your heart was weary. And now, this connection, this love, this confession is heaven's way of saying, "Well done, beloved. Your faith was not in vain." My child, the crown upon your life is not only for you, it is for the world to see. For when you walk forward with this person, with truth as your foundation and love as your song, others will see the shine of heaven upon you. They will see what it looks like when patience becomes promise, when waiting becomes fulfillment, when hope becomes reality. Beloved, let your heart rest in this: heaven does not forget. Heaven crowns. And the love you are stepping into will be a crown not only of joy but of testimony, a crown that says, "This child trusted, this child endured, and now this child receives." My beloved child, when heaven places a crown upon your life, it is not only a sign of honor, it is a seal of authority. The love you are stepping into, the confession that is unfolding, the legacy that is being born, these are not fragile promises, they are foundations. From this moment forward, you will not walk as one searching, you will walk as one established. Glowing star, divine authority does not shout, it shines. You will feel it in the way peace begins to settle over your days, in the way clarity replaces confusion, in the way your heart finally breathes freely. The crown you wear is not made of gold and jewels, but of trust, endurance, and love that survived the test. And wherever you step, that crown will go with you, declaring silently that heaven's hand is upon you. Chosen one, authority in love means you will no longer doubt where you stand. You will no longer question whether you are enough, whether you are chosen, whether you are seen. Their confession has already answered those questions. Their presence will continue to confirm it daily. And your spirit will carry a new calm, a new confidence, a new courage that cannot be shaken. My child, peace will become your atmosphere. Where once you felt restless, you will feel settled. Where once you carried heaviness, you will carry lightness. And this peace will not only guard your own heart, it will protect the bond you now share. It will be the covering under which your love flourishes, the soil in which your future grows strong and steady. Beloved, let your soul rejoice, your future is no longer a fragile hope, it is a secured promise. The authority of heaven rests on your love, the peace of heaven surrounds your days, and the crown of heaven shines upon your destiny. This is not a temporary blessing, it is the beginning of a life anchored in divine assurance. My beloved child, when heaven seals two souls together, it is never just for comfort, it is for calling. The confession that brought you healing, the crown that gave you authority, the peace that now surrounds you, these are preparing you for something greater. This love is not meant to remain hidden within the walls of your heart, it is meant to flow outward as a mission, a testimony, a divine purpose that will touch lives beyond your own. Glowing star, together you and this person will begin to walk differently. You will sense that your connection is not only about companionship but about impact. The dreams you once held quietly will now be shared, and in their sharing, they will grow. Where you once moved alone, you will now move as one, strengthened, multiplied, unstoppable. This is what heaven designed, two flames becoming brighter, not to burn quietly, but to light the way for others. Chosen one, you will find yourselves drawn into acts of kindness, into words of encouragement, into opportunities to lift others higher. And you will realize that the bond you carry is itself a ministry. Without needing titles, without needing recognition, your love will heal, inspire, and restore. Those who come near you will feel the peace you now carry, and they will be changed simply by witnessing what heaven has built between you. My child, do not underestimate what you are stepping into. This is not just about you and them. This is about heaven writing through you both a story that others will read with their own lives. You are stepping into a divine mission, to live, to love, to shine in a way that shows the world what it means to be chosen, aligned, and blessed. Beloved, let this truth fill you: your connection is more than destiny, it is divine purpose. And as you walk together into this mission, heaven will continue to pour favor, strength, and guidance into your days. For what God unites is never only for the moment, it is always for the movement. My beloved child, what heaven has written for you is not just a love story, it is a living testimony. The confession, the healing, the crown, the peace, and the mission you now walk in will not fade with time, it will grow into something eternal. Every step you and this person take together will echo louder than words, leaving a trail of light for generations to follow. Glowing star, testimonies are not created in ease, they are birthed through endurance. And your endurance has become the foundation of something unshakable. When people look at your journey, they will not only see romance, they will see resilience. They will not only see affection, they will see faith. They will not only see companionship, they will see covenant. Your story will speak without needing to be told, and it will awaken hope in hearts that had almost forgotten how to believe. Chosen one, eternity celebrates bonds like this. For when two souls align in love and truth, heaven does not just smile, it multiplies their impact. Your testimony will become a mirror through which others will glimpse God's faithfulness. Strangers will be touched, families will be inspired, and those who felt forgotten will rise again in hope, because your love proved that waiting was not wasted and destiny cannot be denied. My child, the beauty of this testimony is that it will never dim. Seasons will change, years will pass, but the light of what heaven built between you will remain. Even when your voices grow softer with age, the glow of your love will shine brighter, because it was not built on circumstance but on eternal design. This is why heaven fought for you, this is why the delays had meaning, this is why the confession had to come, because your story was meant to last beyond time itself. Beloved, take this into your soul: your life is becoming a crown, your love is becoming a testimony, and your union is becoming an eternal flame. And this flame will not only warm your days, it will light the world, again and again, as proof that divine love never fades. My beloved child, the story you are stepping into is not only about truth revealed or love confessed, it is about celebration. For heaven does not remain silent when two souls align with divine purpose. The angels rejoice, the skies open, and blessings flow like music, marking your bond as a sacred festival written in eternity. Glowing star, your journey will carry the fragrance of joy. Every step you take together will feel like a song rising upward, a song that heaven itself hums in harmony. The world may see only two people in love, but heaven will see covenant fulfilled, promises completed, and prayers turned into praise. Your life together will become a dance of destiny, where laughter replaces sorrow and peace overtakes every shadow. Chosen one, the celebration is not only above, it is also around you. Friends will notice the glow you carry, family will feel the shift in your presence, and even strangers will be touched by the radiance that shines from your love. For when heaven blesses, earth cannot ignore it. Your days will echo with divine favor, your nights will rest in divine peace, and your bond will remain a banner of joy that others look upon and smile. My child, this is why heaven waited. This is why silence stretched so long. Because the celebration had to be prepared, the table had to be set, the crown had to be ready. And now, your union is not just a relationship, it is a feast, a festival, a holy celebration where heaven and earth meet. Beloved, let your soul rest in this. Your life will no longer be marked by questions but by rejoicing. The confession was the spark, the legacy is the light, and now the celebration is the song that will carry you forward. And in every smile, in every embrace, in every prayer you lift together, heaven will whisper again and again, "This is my beloved child, chosen, blessed, and celebrated forever."